Hey guys, it's Hannah. First thing you might notice is I have a cold, and second thing is this video was actually filmed quite a few weeks ago when the weather was still quite nice, so not completely wintry. We've had quite a dry winter still, but this is like a lot more wet than it was when I filmed this video. I haven't had this up yet because all the footage that I had on my good camera on that SD card that I had for showing you the products and what I was using and this intro section, I don't actually have it anymore, and I'm not sure where the SD card has gone, and so I was hoping that it would turn up, but it hasn't. So we're just doing this. So thankfully, thank God, otherwise I would have had to refilm whole half of this video where I washed Charlie. Thankfully I filmed quite a bit of it on my phone because I was running out of charge on my camera. This isn't a sponsorship, but I did contact this company if they wanted to work with me because I really like these shampoos and I always have, and I've literally been using Equinade since literally I first got my horse, and that was in 2010. So I've been using this shampoo for so long, and it's the only one that I buy. I have tried other shampoos, but they just seem more like watery, whereas I love how like thick and like syrupy Equinade is. So it's like you can really concentrate it down and you get so much more use out of it. I also like how vibrant they make the horse's coat compared to other shampoos. So I'm just gonna show you the shampoos because yeah. But yes, this is a video I've wanted to do for so long, and just a few days before I filmed this video, I noticed that Holly Lenahan actually posted one very similar of her getting Welbeck out of the paddock and making her look a lot nicer than before, like giving her a makeover. I'm like, damn it, that's like what I'm gonna do for Charlie, but I'm hoping this is dissimilar enough that you guys can forgive me and also go over and check out Holly's channel. I really like her content. Enough talking. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This was the most annoying thing to film. Charlie was so attached to Tootsie because he literally lives all his life with Tootsie. I can't take him away from her anymore, and he has to be able to see her at all times. So literally I had to go get him, bring him up here, and then he was like panicking so much I had to put him in a yard and then go get Tootsie and bring her up here. She was like tired, like 2 meters away from him, and he still like pulled back at some stage and like went trotting off, and like Tootsie got off and started trotting off, and then Charlie panicked. It was just like a nightmare to film. So I hope you enjoy this video. I love horses, guys, I really do. And I also filmed slightly behind the scenes of this, which is in the vlog that I'm just putting up today called Mad May. So I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry about the long intro. Yeah. So this is the shampoo I'll be using first, and it is Glow Bay. It is so great. It's like a super syrupy consistency. I don't know if you can see that. It's like super thick, and I love that because it really like feels like there's so much product in it, because I feel like a lot of the shampoos I've tried have been kind of like too watered down in my opinion, and then I can't really water it down heaps more, and so I feel like this is just like so much product. Sorry if these kind of look a bit like, oh wow, super presentable, not so presentable anymore, but I've been using them a lot, and I took them to Melbourne, and I've been using them at Melbourne and before Melbourne and blah blah blah, you know, on Jerry. So I'll be using this on his mane and his tail, and also put it on his legs to make them nice and dark. And this was just like such a godsend when I used to show Charlie, because I showed Charlie when he was 21, so he was already greying out through his body, and this sort of thing just made him look so much younger and made him look brilliant compared to when I didn't use it. My disgusting sweaty horse that doesn't have a rug on is rolling in front of me. Oh my god, he's so gross. And yes, I know he's lost weight over winter, but I don't mind too much because that's natural for horses to do. Ew, why are you so gross? I forgot how nice it was to have a horse that doesn't mind having its face sponged off. because all my other ones hate it. Bit more colour overlay. Okay, so as I'm letting that give him a bit more colour, so for like 5-10 minutes I'm going to do his legs black. So with the Glow Black shampoo, and I'll do the same thing, but I won't put as much in, obviously. By the way, sorry, I did change over to my phone because my camera is dying, unfortunately, so I want to kind of have that for the end. And I'm just going to use the same sponge. And as I do their tail, I just kind of do the top with the sponge down, and I just literally put their whole tail in the black, because I find that's the easiest way of getting their whole tail and covering it. And then I just like fold it on itself and do up where the bone is with the bottom of the tail. Use the towel to clean the tail, literally. It's so hard to get like right up in all of it. He's literally got the biggest camel hump wither I've ever seen. Actual a camel hump, but he's got a sway back from just being an older horse that wasn't ever really trained to correctly bring his back legs under his front legs when he was younger. So at the age of 20 when I got him, he was never going to do it. And he had already got a sway back from moving incorrectly, and I was kind of just doing the black shampoo up here because you know that darker line down their back? That's kind of what I'm going for. So as I hose him off, I'll grab the sweat scraper and also scrape it so the shampoo comes off a bit quicker. Alright, so I'm half saturated now and I'm just about to scrape him off. I'm so sorry about that tractor sound. I know it sounds like a million screaming children, but I promise you it's not. It's just Dad spraying the vines. The joys of having a working winery at the place where you have horses. So sorry about how this bottle looks at the moment. I've used it so many times and I was really using it a lot in Melbourne and in preparation for shows with Jerry in the last 2 months. So this is the Mighty Bright. This is a bit different to what I normally used with Jerry. Can the wind go away? Like, can it? So what I normally used with Jerry was also Equinade, but it was like the big thick one, like it was the same size as this, and it was like the same consistency. But this one's like super liquidy. It's like almost like a water consistency. Okay, so finally with the shampooing, I'm gonna finish off by doing his start with the Mighty Bright. So here is the shampoo that I use for their white parts. Don't put it on directly because I promise you it won't end well. I pretty much stained Jerry's sock the day of dressage at Lockington, as you would have seen 2 videos ago. Yeah, so that's what happens when you put it on incorrectly. You're supposed to mix it with water. Even though this one is a lot more liquidy and not so much of a syrup as the other ones, it is very strong. It really colours everything purple if you let it. So because it's literally only a star, I only put a tiny bit in, but I don't actually have another sponge, and I don't want to use that one because that one had black and brown on it. So I'm just going to be using a brush. I do actually really like using brushes for washing because they really get into the hairs and clean like everything, whereas sponges kind of go over the top unless you have a lot of water and you use a lot more manual labor. What is this video? I can honestly say, out of all my horses, Charlie has been the most annoying to wash today. Okay, so Tootsie just got off her rope halter thing and then started trotting off, and Charlie freaked out. Anyway, so what I just did then is I had quite a bit of leftover Mighty Bright, and so I actually used it just to scrub the mud off of his hooves. Sun is in the right spot, only here. Okay, so normally I would put conditioner over the shoulders and the flank, not around the saddle area because it makes it super slippery, but I would normally do that. But I'm running out of light today and I don't want him to get too cold, so I am just going to do his tail with conditioner and make it super slippery and sleek and nice. And then I'm going to put him in to one of the yards to dry while I ride Jerry, and then we'll come back when he is more dry and we'll finish him off. So this is the conditioner I'll be using. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial, like, buy this product within the next 5 minutes and receive 20% off, and then they put like an advertisement every 5 minutes, so it's just like permanently 25% off. Anyway, I'd never used this conditioner before Lockington horse trials, and I used it on Jerry. I only use this around the shoulder area and around the bum. I didn't actually put it on Charlie's body because I ran out of time because it was getting kind of late in the day and I didn't want him to be freezing cold at night and wet. So I only put it on his tail, and I could not believe how much easier it was to brush out the tail and how nice it was. It looked like so smooth and gorgeous when I came back to him the next day and like did all the brushing and all that. I could not believe how good his tail still looked. So this stuff is so worth it. I'm definitely going to be using this on the horses, on their like butt and on their shoulders and stuff, not around the saddle area because I don't want to have the saddle slide or the saddle pad slide, because that's what happens sometimes when you use like smoothening things around the saddle area. So yeah, this stuff is seriously good and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it when I run out. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the shampoo as the conditioner. So this is their protein conditioner.
Okay, so now I'm just walking him around because I don't want him getting too cold. So I'm just trying to warm him up a little bit and then we'll put him in the yard. Just gave him a little halter pass for when I put a halter on him. Wow, this lighting, oh boy. All right, now finally I am just gonna finish by doing his hooves. So this is what I'm gonna be using. Once again, it is by Equestrian and it is so funky. I've never seen something like this before. I haven't actually used this before, so I'm going to see how I like it. I reckon I'm going to, because this is a lot better than the literal just olive oil I've been using for a long time. Just using some kitchen cleaning utensils over here. Alrighty, and I think we're done. He's looking awfully fancy, or at least the fanciest he's looked in a while. Sorry, the lighting is so average. He literally looks like an orangutan. Like, look at how, oh my god, isn't that just the most satisfying thing? Rubbing your hands through a really long horse's coat. He is like the softest he has ever been, and he's such a soft horse. Oh my god, I wish you guys could feel how soft this feels. Oh, Charlie. So soft. I know this looks scruffy and stuff, but that's just winter coat. And after he had his rug on, because he doesn't usually have rugs on, his tail is just so flowy and gorgeous. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. No, maybe it's Equestrian. Oh, old man. He looks almost like foal-like his neck when he has a fully cut mane. Hello, gorgeous. So there we have it, Charlie's full makeover. He's looking fabulous. Oh, I think I might do this again in summer when I can give him more of a makeover because he won't have this giant long coat. This is from not being rugged until now. He's so luscious. Look at it. It's so satisfying to do that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a really cute video to make and I'm glad I could pamper my old man. So I hope you guys enjoyed as much as Charlie did or perhaps didn't. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Are you gonna say goodbye? Goodbye? He's like, no, goodbye. Leave me alone. Are you gonna say goodbye to them? My bear, my fluffy bear. Oh, look at that old face. Look at that.